Hello everyone, we have Robecca here again to help me teach Advanced Foundation Variation 2, which is the tango variation. Oh, excited! Yeah, so tango is a little different from the ballet, which we need two dancers to cooperate together. One we call it the leader, another is a follower. So the leader gives the directions, the follower is just to be pretty, so she generally will be a girl. So because of that, the tango variation or contemporary variation is quite different from the traditional classical ballet. So for the classical ballet, as we said in the previous video, that you'll be really royal lady. You know what you're doing, you're confident. But for this tango variation, you need to be like a small bird. It's really hard to predict what you're going to go and which direction you're going to go. So you need to be really sharp. So that's the fundamental of it. And another main point is we generally have the turn out for the ballet, but this variation later on you will see they have a lot of parallel step. So you need to turn. You need to have the ability to turn out, turn in, turn out, and turn in. That is the hardest part for this variation. But otherwise, let's enjoy it. And the music is quite a little bit tricky because for a lot of tango music or a lot of Latin music is not even. You don't count like even beats like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So will be one beat will be extended. But for this one, just forgot about it. You just count it like the normal ballet count, everything is even. So for this variation, we started from this is the left back corner here. So different from the variation 1. Variation 1, we start from the right corner. This one start from the left corner. You're facing to the corner, but back to your audience, and you need to be your left leg dégagé, but really straight. If you don't be straight, it will be a little bit ugly from the back side. Remember what I said, the audience generally see you more clearly from the back rather than from the front. So it's really, it's the left leg dégagé. You hear the music, da 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 da. So it's 1, 2, 3, turn. So you just rotate, yeah, exactly. You be very confident and rotate because your back leg dégagé becomes the front leg dégagé, and that's the preparation part. And then we have 2 classical work, 1, 2, and your left leg, devant, crew, and open. This is this is a little bit tricky. In the book, it said our attitude, but it's saying that with your knees touching. Okay. So it's like. My common mistake is I sometimes couldn't be touching. It's between rotary and attitude will be not very clear. So this one you need to be with your knee touching and hold for just 1 second, and then come down, fondue, and then piqué, down. Yeah, the second piqué you need to hold. That's the pas de bris piqué du chou. So you da 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 down, pas de bris piqué du chou, and then you just do a soutenu to your 5th corner, soutenu, chassis, front. This one in the book is really long sentence to describe it, but actually it's very easy. You just do dégagé front, dégagé back, but in the between, your fondue, your left leg is like a fondue coupé, dégagé front, fondue coupé, dégagé back, with your hand moving like da, da. Yeah, exactly. And then you do a round jump with your hands. Yeah, exactly. And step forward, second arch back. Wow, pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then you turn crew entraînant for 1 second. That's the first 8 count. So.
Okay.
Do you want to try
from the beginning?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 classical work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. Yeah. And you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 2 first 8 count. Do you want to try it with the music?
Yes, that sounds great.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just remember one point. So for this round jump, a lot of time I couldn't do half round. So ideally you need to do the whole half circles. If you see this line here, you need to from back to front, like whole half. Because I was advanced foundation, I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand very stable. My teacher was like, you have to do it. So I actually fall down in my exam. But later on, I found out if she tell me, shift your weight. So because we need to this leg round jump here, so which means actually this leg shouldn't have any weight on it. All the weight is in your left leg. So the mistake I made is like I didn't shift my weight to my dominant leg. So if I don't do that, which makes me really hard to do the round jump, but actually we need to like shift our weights. And this leg, you can do anything with it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you do the round jump very smoothly, and aerobatics, step, turn. Yeah, that's the trick in this part. And if your teacher make a lot of huge corrections just before the exam, don't listen to her. I mean, everything is formed. It's nothing to do if you just have 1 week to your exam. So although it's a mistake, but for a long time I just like dance like a quarter circle, and she certainly changed it to half circle, which make me really hard to handle, but depends on you guys. So we are crew entrance down here. Then we have a right leg on point and left leg attitude. So for this one, you really need to hold your core. And just for the second you are doing your attitude, your core need to be lean a little bit forward. Of course, we need to hold our core all the time, but this is the second you need to hold a little bit extra. So to overcome that strength, otherwise you will lean backwards, which is extremely dangerous. So we have the 1, 2 from attitude, and then step on point, which is fourth position, and you turn. So actually, in advanced 2, we have this one as well. I think it's for the port de bras.
The point enchaînement one.
Yeah, same point enchaînement 1 and port de bras. But the trick here is you keep your force very small. If you keep it big, you easily lose your control. But here you keep it quite small. If you stand on the floor, it should be just your 1 foot length. Yeah, and then you on point is still small, and then that's where you can actually turn. And I'm pretty sure if you lost your control, you can a little bit readjust it, not too curly your knees, but just to adjust it. Turn. Yeah. You need to really hold your tongue out here. Yeah, and then your right leg pretty developed, and posé en avant, on point with développé passé. So right leg, développé passé, and then chassis passé en avant. Yeah, with this position, and then you twist again. Yeah, it's pretty like we train in the port de bras. And here it's a little bit tricky. Your hands and your legs do on the air. It's like a right leg demi round jump on the air, under all to the second at the glacier height and through pretty retire to dégagé devant. So it's just like this. Although it's a long sentence in the book to describe, but it's just on the air. And your hands is turn, yeah. And then step forwards, tongue away in respect. Yeah, tongue away on respect. So this is the jump. You don't actually need to hold here, but you just jump. You're facing to the corner 5. It's a pretty respect line. And then here we need to run back. So it's the same procedure. You run like an anti-clockwise side and to your corner 7. The common mistake is people to the corner 3, but actually it's to the corner 7. So you will hear the music. There is a special sound effect. Boom! You need to do the grand jeté on that beat. So for the beat, it's the 8 beat. So yeah, it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wrong. 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So that jump is on the count 8, and to make sure you are going to the really back of the stage. Yeah. And I think that's the half of the variation. Do you want to try this part with the music?
Yes, sounds
Yeah.
great.
Attitude. Turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. Oh!
The right leg in front.
Yeah, your right leg debunked. Yeah, that's pretty clever. Yeah. So you are gonna to back to your audience, but we are gonna to describe the movement that by facing the audience for now. So you wrong with your left leg dégagé, and jump from. The first one, when you grand jeté, and you stop here. There is a second one. You do it actually twice. Yeah, and then the second one, you're going to do a pot de bras, but with your back hands like this. Yeah. And actually, because the DVD or the video, the girls do the demo back to us, there is a first we couldn't say. So it's like she actually from the first and do this one. Yeah, if you have an examiner in front of you or in a real life exam, you will be very obvious if you don't do this. So it's not come from anywhere. You just like from the demi-bras, yeah, wrong jeté. Yeah, from pot de bras turn. And from here, you step front and do a arrows back. Here you look back to your audience and another side. And then step, jump. Here is, because the movement actually is back to the audience, here is where we come back. So like 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg, jeté, grand jeté. Left leg, long jump. Do the hands, and then second arrows back, another change to another side, and then you jump, step back. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people have a question with this jump. It's just at a second. I think a lot of famous variation, they have this step. So they just show off and you don't need to do that big, but here it's just for you to, from the back side, turn back here. So if you do that, if you see the space, actually we are gonna to back to the original beat that we comes from. Generally, my teacher tell me that you really start from really back, but maybe like 1-2 meters away from the wall. So from here, you come back. Then we continue the later movement. We need to do another high leg, which is you step front and develop grand bottom. Yeah, it's just the developing on front. Remember what we said, everything is on your left leg. Yeah. And then you step with your left leg attitude and right leg jump. This is quite hard. I have a trick. So don't think about the leg you're jumping. Only think about the front leg you're holding. Only think it. And you just lead to front to. It's really hard, but it's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of famous variation have this step as well. And then you step and do a pirouette. But this pirouette, you don't need to do it on point. Ooh, lucky news.
Great.
So we only need to do it demi-points. Yeah, oh, exactly. You have your right leg, yes, very low, coupe high. Do it twice. Remember to lean forwards. Yeah, because 2 reasons. Because you need to turn. If you lean backwards, you lost the balance. And then the later step, you need to step forwards. So for all kind of reasons, you need to pirouette, lean forwards, step.
Good job. That was lovely.
Yeah, I did it so many times. Yeah, yeah. After 2, you just step, lean forward. Yeah. So this one is like your left leg fondue, but your right leg dégagé back. You're facing corner 6. Yeah, and turn. Step forward to corner 5. Yeah. And then we just need to curl back to our corner 8. Yeah, but here is a common mistake. In the DVD, it's not very obvious. So if I don't do my head, I just curl back. It's just normal curl to the corner where you start. That's how I remember. Just come back to where you start. But when you do this curl, you turn your head. You're looking to the audience. Yeah, I don't know what's the subject of this variation. From my side, it's more like flirting. But I don't know how to flirt myself. But however, when my teacher teaching the teenagers, she was giving an example that think about you have a younger sister. You were fighting each other with your pillows in your bedroom. So think about that naughty feeling.
Feisty.
Yeah, I think that is another description of flirting.
Yeah.
So here you really need to be, like what I said in the beginning, unpredictable. You're a bird. You're moving so fast. You just, yeah. So you curl back and still turn and your head back to the football. Here is where I said in the beginning, where you turn out and turn in. Shuffle between. Here is the position that you are actually turning. You turn in with your hands on second, and then you do and change. Actually, I think it's a tango movement. You do. I try to do this on point. It's super hard.
Yes.
You just do the
Just left.
just left. That's enough. Yeah. So after we do 2 Pavlo rotary, we backed our alignment to corner 5. Our right leg brush out. Yeah, in the book is a really long description. It said step forward on fondue and step backwards, brushing right leg back into low arrows back. So it's just like brush back, rotary. Here, your main body have a moment that you're unbalancing, but it's fine. You are going to hold it. So brush back, step dégagé front, and then your right leg round to jump, your hands open, then step, put your feet here. I have a trick here. I generally put it near my heels here. So I think some of people, they like to put in the middle of their feet, but that depends if it's the advanced 1, variation 2, because you have a step down this position.
Yes.
If you put your point near your heels, it's really hard for you to step down. So for that one, I put in the middle of my feet, I step down. But for here, that's the last pose. I feel it's just look very tidy. If you don't put in the middle or front, you put it just near your heels, and then you look at your audience be happily. And they said the hands should be naturally arm lower to the side, body and head erect. And they didn't see anything about the hands. My teacher said your arms need to be natural, but I will put a little bit, just a little bit to the back. Make sure I'm really pull up.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to have a try from the middle? That's all the
I'll try.
variations.
Yes.
We try it from the middle. Down, roll, 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 roll. Jump. Arrows back. There, take, jump. From the first and back.
Oh. So this is all sort of one movement.
Yeah, so it's happening so quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hardest part is you do the brush back, this one. I saw a lot of people have a different kind of a demonstration, so some of them really exaggerate. You need to have your own type of taste for this one to make you look very contemporary.
And then
Yes. Step, step. Yeah, that's it. I hope you like today's videos. That's all for the variation 2. Please leave us any comments if you have any feedback. See you next time.
Thank you.